Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, with Jim Ross and with Booker T. And today on Collision or Hit, we're going to have the TWF heavyweight winnings are on stake. You know, here today on Collision or Hit. And now we have Drew McIntyre coming to the ring now. And he's never been in a happy mood. No, I can't. He's never been in a happy mood, Tony Schiavone says. And I can't think the last time he ever was. Well, he's never been in a happy mood in a long time, Jim Ross says Tony. Drew McIntyre stopped being in a good mood a long time ago. You know, he stopped being in a good mood a long time ago when he started guilting, everyone for why he wasn't the TWF heavyweight fighter for the free with time. Then he stopped being in a good mood. I can tell you what, here today, I believe he's going to become, that he's going to become, the TWF, heavyweight fighter. Shit. That's going to happen, Taz says. And when it does happen, then Taz said he's going to be happy about it. Everyone asks me, they're like, Drew McIntyre, why are you in a bad mood? Why you never smile anymore? Or, why do I guilt everyone else for everything, that went wrong? And I'll tell you why. Because I have not been a TWF heavyweight fighter for the free with time for a long time. And so I want Cody Rhodes to come out here now, and I want to have a match. You want to have a match with me for the TWF heavyweight winnings? Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, guess what? It won't even go around my shit. I want to put an end to this shit too, So there, you got your match. I hope you're happy. Well, hope you're happy. Well, this match is for the TWF heavyweight winnings. First, he is from he's from Isle Highland. He is Drew McIntyre. And he is the TWF heavyweight fighter from the 4-1 Reichs. He is Cody Rhodes. Meaning, well, this is what it's all for, Jim Ross said. All for, Tony Schiavone said, the TWF heavyweight winnings that goes back to between 93 while with Earthquake, believe it or not. And now Drew McIntyre went after Cody Rhodes, and he just threw Cody Rhodes down. And now Cody Rhodes getting back up again. Oh, a Claymore kick, and down goes Cody Rhodes, Jim Ross says. So far, Drew McIntyre believes he got the upper hand. Oh, right into the ring steeple. Cody Rhodes, the catastrophe kick. Cody cover. The Brown Street on Drew McIntyre. Will that be enough to put Drew McIntyre away or not? Tony Schiavone said. Well, Jim Ross says, if it's enough to put Drew McIntyre away, it will be a wonder. 1, 2, and a kick out. Well, it's only a 2. Well, it looks like Taz says, it looks like Booker T said it wasn't enough, to put Drew McIntyre away. And now, Drew McIntyre, he's fucking around the ring steeple, and when the fight keeper went to see what was going on, he just kicked low blow Drew McIntyre. He low blow Cody Rhodes, and a Claymore kick, Tony Schiavone says. The fight keeper wasn't watching it, Jim Ross says. When she was going around the ring steeple, the ring cover, whatever you want to call it, the ring cover, Drew McIntyre low blow Cody Rhodes and Claymore kicked it. Well, Booker T said, what the fight keeper doesn't see, it can't reckon, Booker T said. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here is your... Oh, fuck, okay. It's like... Fuck, go in. Well, here is your winner and the new TWF heavyweight fighter, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is now the new TWF heavyweight fighter, and I feel sad, for Cody Rhodes because he did put in the time and he did put in the work, and now Drew McIntyre is now the TWF heavyweight fighter, Jim Ross says. You got that right, Tony Schiavone says. Drew McIntyre is now the TWF heavyweight fighter for the free with time. And now you think he might be not irked anymore or angered anymore. But you never know that with Cody Rhodes. You never know that with Drew McIntyre, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is now the TWF heavyweight fighter, Jim Ross said, for the free with time. And Cody Rhodes has nothing to feel ashamed of for that, Jim Ross says. You got that right, Tony Schiavone said. Drew McIntyre, the low blow and the fight keeper wasn't seeing, the Claymore kick, that's not right. You want to know what also is not right? Booker T says, you folks making forgivenesses for Cody Rhodes to why Drew McIntyre beat Cody Rhodes for the TWF heavyweight winnings. That's what's not right, Tony and Jim. Well, Booker T said, Tony Schiavone said, it is true, Drew McIntyre is now the TWF heavyweight fighter. But for how long he will be, we don't know. Alright, take it away now, Joey Styles. Thank you, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. I'm going to be talking with Drew McIntyre here today on Collision or Hit, the new TWF heavyweight fighter. Alright, Drew McIntyre, you're now the new TWF heavyweight fighter. You got that right, Joey Styles. I'm the new TWF heavyweight fighter. I got one back, the TWF heavyweight winnings for the free with time. Only like I did in WWE. And a lot of folks out there can say whatever they want to say. Cody Rhodes, you did everything you could do to keep the TWF heavyweight winnings away from me, but at the end of the day, it didn't care. I don't give a shit what your father, Dusty Rhodes, did, what your half-brother, Dustin Rhodes, did, or even what you did. At the end of the day, I'm the TWF heavyweight fighter, and that's the end of it. And you're gonna sob. Folks are gonna bitch, and they're gonna say, there's no way you could have beat the Vinlander Nightmare. He's unbeatable. He is not unbeatable, unstoppable, and unyieldable. Well, are you happy now? Are you glee? Are you glad? No longer irked or angered anymore. You ask me if I'm still irked or angered. I'm still irked and angered. It took me all this time to become a free-time TWF heavyweight fighter. And Joey Styles, if I want to be irked and I want to be angered, then I have that freedom. Not a right, it's a freedom. Well, Drew McIntyre is now a free-time TWF, heavyweight fighter. But it hasn't done much to shift his behavior or his mindset. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. Thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Drew McIntyre here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we've got here for Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, with Jim Ross and Booker T. We hope you like Collision or Hit. You know. We hope you like Collision or Hit. And we'll see you tomorrow for Power or Might.